What is happening right now in parts of northern and middle belt Nigeria is very serious. And many families are living in fear because of repeated attacks by armed criminal groups operating in rural communities. These groups move into villages, threaten residents, destroy homes, kidnap people for ransom, and sometimes give terrifying ultimatums just to create panic and control. That shocking headline you saw reflects the level of fear some victims say they experienced during attacks, where gunmen stormed communities and issued extreme threats to force compliance. This is not a small issue. It is part of a wider insecurity challenge that has been growing for years in different parts of the country. Before we continue, please take 1 second right now to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps us keep sharing clear and important updates like this. If you have not subscribed yet, please do that now. Now, let us talk clearly and calmly. Across states like Kaduna, Benue, Plateau, Niger, Zamfara, and parts of Sokoto and Katsina, communities have reported repeated raids by heavily armed groups. Sometimes, these attackers come at night. Sometimes, they strike early in the morning when people are not prepared. They surround villages, fire shots into the air, and force people to run into nearby bushes for safety. In many cases, they take people away and later contact families demanding money. These criminal networks operate in forests and difficult terrain, making it hard for security forces to track them quickly. It is important to understand something very clearly. These attacks are carried out by criminal elements. They do not represent any entire ethnic group or religion. Nigeria is a diverse country, and millions of peaceful citizens from every tribe and faith are living together without problems. The criminals are the problem. We must always separate innocent communities from armed groups causing violence. Please remember that. Again, if you are following this update and you want more real-time stories explained in simple English, please like this video and subscribe. It helps more people see the truth without confusion. Now, many reports from affected areas describe disturbing tactics. In some cases, attackers reportedly give harsh threats to intimidate families. They use fear as a weapon. When people panic, it becomes easier for criminals to control them. Some survivors say the attackers try to humiliate communities, destroy farms, and weaken local economies. Farmers are afraid to go to their land. Children sometimes cannot attend school. Markets close early. This creates long-term damage beyond the immediate attack. Security experts have explained that these criminal groups often mix different motives. Some are involved in ransom kidnapping. Some are linked to cattle rustling. Some are involved in land disputes. Others are connected to larger extremist networks. The situation is complex. It is not just one simple story. That is why solving it has taken time and requires a multi-layered approach. The Nigerian government has deployed military operations in many of these regions. Air patrols have been increased in some forest areas. Local vigilante groups have also been formed in certain communities to provide early warning. However, residents often say response time remains a challenge because these villages are remote and spread out. If you appreciate updates like this, please pause right now and press like and subscribe to stay informed. Let us keep the conversation responsible and peaceful. Now let us go deeper into the human side of this issue. Imagine a small farming village where families wake up before sunrise to prepare for the day. Children get ready for school. Farmers head to their fields. Suddenly, armed men appear. Chaos breaks out. People run. Some hide in bushes for hours. Some elderly people cannot run fast. After the attackers leave, the village is left silent, damaged, and afraid. That fear does not disappear quickly. Even when security forces arrive later, the emotional impact stays. Many internally displaced persons are now living in temporary camps or with relatives in safer towns. They left their homes with almost nothing. Women and children are the most affected in many cases. Livelihoods are disrupted. Food supply becomes unstable when farmers abandon their land. This contributes to rising food prices in markets across the country. Again, please like and subscribe if you want us to continue bringing updates in simple and clear English. Another major factor experts mention is the long-standing conflict between farmers and herders in certain regions. Climate change, desertification, and population growth have increased competition for land and water. When grazing routes shrink and farmland expands, tension can grow. Criminal groups sometimes exploit these tensions to recruit members or justify attacks. But again, we must stress, the criminals are responsible. Peaceful farmers and herders exist across Nigeria without conflict. The government has discussed ranching policies, grazing reserves, and better land management systems as long-term solutions. Dialogue between communities is also being encouraged. Religious leaders and traditional rulers have stepped in to call for peace and cooperation. Now let us talk about the role of information. Social media can spread fear very fast. Sometimes, exaggerated headlines create even more panic. It is important to rely on verified reports and avoid spreading unconfirmed rumors. When people share extreme stories without checking facts, it can increase tension between communities that have lived peacefully for generations. Please take 1 second again to like this video and subscribe. Your engagement helps balanced information reach more viewers. Security analysts also say intelligence gathering must improve. Community members are encouraged to report suspicious movements early. Forest surveillance technology is being considered in some states. There are also discussions about strengthening local policing systems so that communities feel safer. The economic angle cannot be ignored. When insecurity grows, investors hesitate. Businesses slow down. Youth unemployment rises. And unfortunately, unemployed young people are sometimes recruited into criminal groups because they see no other opportunity. Addressing poverty and providing jobs is also part of solving insecurity. Let us reflect carefully. Nigeria is a strong country with resilient people. We have faced challenges before and overcome them. The current security situation is serious, but it is not beyond solution. Cooperation between government, security agencies, local communities, and civil society is key. Families in affected regions continue to pray, work hard, and hope for peace. Many communities have rebuilt after attacks, schools reopen, farms are replanted, markets resume. That resilience shows the strength of Nigerians. Again, please like and subscribe so you do not miss further updates. Share this video with someone who needs clear and balanced information. Now let me speak directly to viewers. What do you think should be done differently? Do you believe local security groups should be strengthened? Do you think more economic development is the answer? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. We must avoid blaming entire ethnic groups. That only deepens division. Criminality has no tribe. Violence has no religion. Peaceful citizens exist in every community. As we continue to monitor events, authorities are expected to increase patrols and coordinate with neighboring states. Regional cooperation is also important because these criminal networks often move across state borders. The most important thing right now is unity. Communities must stand together. Information must be verified, and citizens should support lawful efforts to restore order.